Hello and welcome to today's video. So on the workbench today, we've got that AMC325, serial number 1472. And in the last video, we powered it up and got a little pop because something was shorted. And we definitely found the short. So here, I'll show you. Here, I got the meter. Hopefully that's somewhat in the frame right there. And we're going to go from the positive rail. We're just going to go real quick to each of the phases. You can see we're getting 0.3 volts, and that's essentially checking the diode that's in the MOSFETs, and there's actually a bank of diodes behind on the other side too. And we got 0.3 volts, and yep, shorted 0.037 volts. So we know that the problem is definitely in this phase. It is definitely shorted, and we had that little pop. Pretty sure it's this guy that popped. So here, I'll zoom me into that. Not really zooming, just moving the tripod. I 3D printed a little tripod mount that I've been using for the last few videos. And it's working pretty good. Quite happy with it. But yeah, this guy, I don't know if you can see it. Let me adjust the lighting here, but there's a crack going across here. You can kind of see it if I make a shadow on it. But let's do this. I don't know if I might get into. There you go. You can kind of see it that way. Oh yeah, that's showing up now. Yeah, so we definitely know that this guy's at least dead because it's got a pretty good crack on it. If I turn the meter on again, we can check it. But yeah, definitely shorted. And not only is it shorted, but yeah, it's also shorted gate to source, which is not good. That usually means that it might have also taken out the gate driver. So this is the gate driver right here for that channel, and it would be, this goes in there this way. And so these two MOSFETs, push-pull, it's a P and an N channel, fire the top bank, and then the ones down here, these two guys, fire the bottom bank of MOSFETs for this particular phase. So if the gate is shorted to the source and the drain, that typically they can sometimes put high voltage over here, and these guys will be popped, but they actually don't look bad. I don't. Normally they'll crack too, or there'll be some evidence of it been on fire. So it might be okay. It might have shorted out to ground, or shorted out to where it didn't damage it. So we'll go ahead and check that. We'll still check this guy out, make sure it functions before putting it all back together. But definitely going to replace this guy. Probably just cut the traces and then, unscrew him, pop him out, and see if that if that fixes the short, if that clears the short, then we know that that one's bad. I have replacements. It is an IRF P264, and despite the fact that P is in the name, it is actually an N-channel MOSFET. 250 volt, 38 amps, and then each phase has 8 of them in parallel, so I've got a whole bunch here. Specifically for repairing it. So since it's on the end, I'm thinking I will just cut it out and replace it and see if that doesn't clear the short, just cutting it to see if that replaces the short. If I take it out and we're still shorted, then one of the other guys is dead, and that makes it a little bit more difficult because at that point I'll probably just have to take the whole thing out. Unfortunately, it's the inboard one, which is the most difficult to take out, because in order to get that one out, the way they did their positive and negative rails, I pretty much have to take this guy out. It has to slide out that way. Take this one out. It has to slide out that way, and then I can unscrew bolt that one and slide it out. Yeah, it's always the hard. I can never get one. If it was this MOSFET, it'd be the easiest, because then I could just take that section out. But of course, I don't have that good of luck. But we definitely know what's wrong with it. It's got a short here. Hopefully the gate driver is good and we don't have to fix that. So go ahead and I'll probably just clip this guy out, unbolt it from the heat spreader, pop it out, and see if that clears the short on that phase. If not, then yeah, I'm gonna have to take it apart. These other ones don't have any evidence that they've died, but I've found them before by just running current through. If it's still shorted, you can run current through it, and from here to the to here, and it'll actually, like through a light bulb, just, you know, DC, just run some like off of the capacitor there, just light up a light bulb with it, like a 100-watt light bulb, and whichever ones are shorted will start getting warm. You gotta take the heat spreader out though, so otherwise, you know, they'll share the heat and you won't even notice. But if you take the heat spreader off, run current through there, whichever ones get really hot, those are the bad ones. So it's pretty easy. If I'd say if a lot of them are dead, I'll just end up replacing that whole side of the phase with new ones. But yeah, anyways, that's the plan. Thanks for watching.